Algebra 1, Lesson 5, Sets, Absolute Value, and Addition of Signed Numbers. So we've got a lot of practice to go through. A, B, C, and D are all absolute value problems. So remember, if you have these two vertical lines around a number, they're asking for absolute value, and absolute value is always positive. So the absolute value of A, negative 4, is going to be the positive version, which is just going to be 4. Let's see if I can play with my focus here. There we go. Okay, so A is really easy. B is also very easy. Absolute value of 4.2 is just going to be 4.2, the positive version. Now C gets a little tricky. We have the absolute value of negative 10, the negative absolute value of 10 minus 6. So for C, what we do is we perform the operation of 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6 gives us 4. That's in absolute value numbers. But this negative, as you can see on the paper, is outside of the absolute value. So the final answer is just going to be negative 4. Alright, then we go on to D. We've got the same thing. We've got a negative outside an absolute value. Now the absolute value is negative 4 plus 6. Negative 14 plus 6. So for D, what we'll do is we'll write it in parentheses. We'll do negative 14 plus 6, which that becomes negative 8, but remember that's absolute value. So the absolute value of negative 8 is 8, and the negative of that is negative 8. So our answer is negative 8. Now, let's go to E, F, and letter G. So we have to draw a number line for each of the following problems and use directed numbers or arrows to add the signed numbers. So we've got positive 3 plus 2. So let's do a number line for E. We're at 0, and we'll go 1, 2, 3. So we start at positive 3. Okay, and then we add 2. So we go over plus 2. 1, 2 puts us at positive 5. So our answer is positive 5. Now let's go to F. Now F has us starting at negative 3, and then we're adding positive 2. So we draw our number line. We go to negative 1, 2, 3. And then we add a value of positive 2, which takes us back 1, 2 to negative 1. So our answer is negative 1. Now let's go to G. This is the big one. So we're starting at negative 5 and we're adding positive 2. So let's go to our number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts us at negative 5. We add positive 2. So 1, 2. That puts us at negative 1, 2, 3. From there, they want us to add negative 3. So, if you remember, negatives go to the left. So from negative 3, we add 1, 2, 3. So that puts us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces over. So that puts us at negative 6. And the last thing we have to do is add positive 3. So then we go back 3 more to the right. And that puts us back to 1, 2, 3, negative 3. So the answer here is negative 3. Oops, sorry, you guys couldn't see that last part. So the last part, we were at negative 6, we added positive 3, that took us right back to negative 3. Our final answer is negative 3.